You all might not know, but I'm a little bit of a fishing guru in Stardew Valley, so you can imagine my excitement as I started playing through the game after the 1.6 update was released and found out that Concerned Ape has apparently super buffed fishing. This was done through the addition of a lot of new fishing-related items included in the update, which can boost your fishing gains in an absolutely lucrative manner. Yes, you are seeing correctly, that is a single non-legendary fish selling for 3,000 gold. If you want to know how you can get fish this valuable, keep watching. I'm going to show you these new items and how this all fits together. First, there are 3 new consumable items in Stardew Valley 1.6 that can be obtained by fishing, which one you get depending on where you're fishing. These are the sea jelly, the river jelly, and the cave jelly, obtained while fishing at the ocean, the river, and in the mines. I am generalizing these terms. All of these items technically have a number of different locations where they can be caught, which I'll be showing on screen right now. On top of fishing for them in these areas, you can also get the jellies from specific fish ponds or by trading with the bookseller. Like I said, these items are consumables. Each of the jellies restores a small amount of energy and health, and also provides a buff, giving the player +1 to their fishing skill, +30 max energy, or +1 luck, depending on which one is eaten. These items may just seem like a few early game tidbits to keep your energy up while fishing and provide an alternative to munching on seaweed and algae, but their importance can't be overstated. This is because all 3 are used in the making of potentially the most important fishing-related item that was added to the game, the fish smoker. The fish smoker is the linchpin. It is a craftable item requiring the 3 types of jelly and 10 hardwood. The recipe required to make it can be bought from Willy at his shop for a whopping 10,000 gold. This price is absolutely worth it, however, since any fish that you smoke in the machine sells for double the base price, and all smoked fish are considered artisan goods, which means that you can boost the sale by the standard 50% from the angler fishing profession and another 40% from the artisan farming profession. As an interesting note, the artisan profession actually increases the price of the fish based off of its total price, including the 50% angler boost, instead of increasing it based off of the original value of the fish, which is how I had originally expected it might work. Not that I'm complaining, it just means that we're getting the most money that we possibly could get out of this situation, which obviously is an absolute win. Anyways, you can see why I say that fishing was super buffed, because all of this put together can lead to absolutely monstrous prices for some of these fish. I've yet to experiment with exactly how crazy this can get, but it sure is promising. Now, yes, the fish smoker is the biggest reason that so much more money is able to be gained from fishing than ever before, but we aren't done. I haven't shown you how to maximize the value that you can get out of this thing. The secret lies with bait. You probably already know what bait does. You equip it to the more advanced fishing rods, and the bait is consumed in exchange for a decrease in time that it takes for a fish to bite. So you catch more fish and make more money. Basic. As the main way of increasing the power of fishing as a source of income in Stardew Valley, at least considering the scale of the additions, Concerned Ape added a lot of bait-related items in the 1.6 update. There are 2 new kinds of craftable bait, and 2 new bait-related pieces of refining equipment. Starting with Deluxe Bait, this new item is the most effective bait in the game when it comes to the standard effect that bait has. It reduces the delay before a fish bite by 67%. The highest percentage of all the bait types. It also increases the size of the fishing bar, which no other type of bait does, so on top of having the highest catch speed, the deluxe bait also makes it easier to catch fish in general. By pure stats, this is the strongest bait, and is the direct upgrade to normal bait, the crafting recipe being as simple as some normal bait and moss, which is a new crafting material that can be harvested from trees. You're also able to obtain deluxe bait from Willy at a very steep price, or from the deluxe worm bin. This is one of the new machines that was added in the update, at least I like to call it a machine. Refining equipment is a bit of a weird phrase to slot into a sentence, which if you don't know, refining equipment is the label for items that produce items or turn items into other items. And you can see that's exactly what the deluxe worm bin does. Just like the normal worm bin, the deluxe worm bin produces a small amount of bait every day, except instead of normal bait, it's deluxe bait. You're able to make it after getting fishing level 8 with a normal worm bin and some moss. So you're able to just get unlimited deluxe bait at a certain point, and it seems to be meant as a complete replacement replacement for the basic bait that you start using once higher fishing levels are hit, which is a role it fits quite well, and I think it's a great addition to the game in order to enhance the progressive aspect of fishing throughout a playthrough. Now, all of that is cool, but we're not nearly done with bait. I'll save the other craftable bait for last since I think it is the most interesting singular type of bait, so let's talk about the bait maker first. This one is kind of a doozy. You can make it after reaching fishing level 6 with a very simple recipe requiring iron and ocean forageables. After placing it down, you can take any kind of fish, put it into the bait maker, and it will produce 5 to 10 baits specifically for that fish. When you use the bait and are fishing in an area where that type of fish can be caught, it increases the chance of catching that certain kind of fish. I don't know exactly how the different types of fish bait work since the information about it on the wiki hasn't been fully fleshed out yet, but it has the same bite rate increase that normal bait does and appears to drastically increase the chance to catch whatever fish the bait is for. For example, on the new farm that I've been playing with my friends recently, I made bait for more expensive fish like largemouth bass, tuna, and super cucumbers. If I started fishing at a good time, I would almost always come back with like 8 to 10 or more of the target, and usually with only 1 or 2 other fish. Here's a day where I caught 16 largemouth bass and 1 chub. One time at night at the beach, I caught only super cucumbers and nothing else. And when you consider the fact that an iridium quality super cucumber is worth over double the gold of any other fish that you can catch while it's available, you can really imagine how huge the profits can become by using this bait. The only downside is that you have to actually use some of these expensive fish in order to make more of the bait, and I'm honestly not sure how much that impacts the benefit of being able to catch significantly more of them. I do believe it is still a huge benefit, however, and in my own experience, more gold is definitely produced with fish bait when compared to other types of bait. That is, unless you have the ability to take full advantage of the new challenge bait. This type of bait easily creates the highest potential gold income from fishing, which isn't surprising considering that the recipe to make it is unlocked through the new skill mastery system. Unlocking mastery over certain skills gives the player special items and powers related to those skills, but this can only be done once all 5 skills are level 10. So the challenge bait is basically an endgame item, which is fair since it has a really powerful effect. When using the challenge bait, a perfect catch gets you 3 fish, so it triples the value of any perfect catch. The caveat is that each time a fish leaves the fishing bar, the catch is reduced by 1. So if it leaves once, you catch 2 fish. If it leaves twice, you only get 1. And if it leaves 3 times, you actually just lose the fish. So it's a risk and reward type of item. Obviously, being able to catch 3 times the fish has insane profit potential, and is also probably really nice if you need a lot of fish for something, like for recipes or making high quality fertilizer. The risk is that you can just straight up lose the fish if it so much as dips a fin out of the fishing bar 3 times. Realistically though, if you're good at the fishing minigame at such a high level with tackle to help and food that increases your fishing level even further, it's unlikely to lose a fish or for it to even escape the bar at all unless it's a fish with a very high difficulty. The challenge bait is also generally good bait, with the same bite rate as wild bait, so for the most part you're just looking at a big profit as long as you're able to make the bait. And speaking of bait, that's all of it. With the selection of new types available, you're able to catch more fish than ever before, more easily than ever before, with more value per bite than ever before. And then you throw all of that into the fish smoker and double it. Yep, that's a lot of money. And that's not even everything. There's an upgraded fishing rod unlocked through the fishing mastery, which can be equipped with 2 tackles. There's a special power, also through the fishing mastery, which gives you a chance to find golden treasure chests, which contain more items and a higher chance for more valuable items. There's a new fish, a new type of tackle, and even new visual styles for the bobber on your fishing rod that you can unlock throughout the game. That last one doesn't really have anything to do with how good fishing is as a whole, but I think it's kind of cool. Anyways, yeah, fishing is kind of bonkers now, and I'm stoked about it, so off I go to do a fishing-only playthrough or some other weird YouTuber thing that I can make into a video. I hope you enjoyed this one and look forward to my next Stardew seminar, but for now, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next video.